Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Devour. Today we're going to be going over some Modern Warfare search and destroy rush routes, specifically on the maps Khandor Hideout and Tank Factory. But before we hop right into that, because I want to keep the video as short and as informational as possible, straight to the point, these are the perks that I pretty much use every single time. So it's going to be double time, hardline, and tune up. Now hardline is completely up to you. I just like to get my streaks faster. I like to get my UAV as quickly as possible. You can totally just use ghost, whatever. I switch to ghost when I need to switch to ghost, and I switch to cold-blooded or EOD when I need to switch to cold-blooded or EOD. But tune up always stays the same. Tune up always stays exactly where it is anytime I'm in search and destroy. The reason why is the more times you are in dead silence, the more kills you will get. It is just straight facts. On the screen right now, you guys can see just how influential dead silence is. It's got like what, 24,000 kills while in dead silence. That's nuts. So pretty much while you're in dead silence, you should be able to get at least one kill. And then here's my search and destroy stats if anybody needs that to kind of verify these rush routes. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, hopping right into it. This is my favorite rush route. You do not need to stim, but I still use double time. So we're gonna jump on top of this little cinder block, jump on top of the blue thing, jump up there, and then you're gonna come in through this window. Nobody has ever used this rush route against me yet. I'm sure somebody's gonna be plotting and scheming against me, but that's okay. But as you can see, like, very little people, I don't even know if a lot of people know about that one, to be honest. I'm sure people do know about it, but like, I've taken so many people by surprise. I normally do it on the very first round because you don't need dead silence. You don't need like really anything. People will think you're running underneath them. So I'm not even afraid to make noise, to be honest. Real easy to get super flank kills. People that rush up and go up the ladder right away, those are going to be your easy preys. And then you just kind of control the map from middle or you flank around. All right, the next one is for my aggressive folk. Make sure you have on dead silence and you pretty much pop it right away, and we will be using a stim as well. So dead silence right around there, stim right around the truck, pull out the gun right here, and then boom, you're gonna be expecting a gunfight right there, maybe to the staircase to your left. And then the main goal is just to make it over here and then be able to flank anybody. You can check over here if anybody is camping the B bomb site. Most people don't push B bomb site on this map. Most people go middle or A. And then you're just gonna flank around A most likely. This rush route is highly dependent upon like maximum speed. Maximum speed requires Cali sticks. Maximum speed requires double time and stimming and dead silence. So if you're using that rush route, make sure you have like all of those things in order first before you run literally straight up there, because the only way you're gonna get that second advantage that you need is by having all those birds in a row. Okay, so on to the next one. It's kind of a variation of our very first rush route that we did, but I use dead silence with it just to make sure that I'm getting the maximum amount of time in there. You gotta jump into this window and then instantly you wanna like duck down. You wanna just be taking these gunfights right here behind this heady, because most likely they're gonna be staring at this staircase right here, or they're gonna be trying to make it to this little like curb ledge thing. I don't even know what to call it, this stone ledge thing, in order to look down at our truck over here. So yeah, main thing is you're stopping the aggression right there. You're letting them know that they cannot rush on you, which is important on Khandor. If you allow yourself to get rushed over on Khandor, then most likely your team's gonna get like 6-0'd or steamrolled. And then our only A push, you want to stay behind the truck until you don't need to be behind the truck anymore. And then I slide across that because there's normally snipers or something. Then you want to just try and use this truck as cover. Again, I pop dead silence right away. Normally there's always somebody camping on that heady over there. And then I'll make my way around the flank. Most likely I just go up the ladder if I happen to have dead silence still, if I killed somebody from that garbage can heady. Okay, so round one Khandor Hideout on defense. Normally I just do a ladder hit, so you don't need to stim or anything, but I do still recommend having double time. That way the timing is good. And we're gonna go over here. You're gonna instantly expect a gunfight right there. And I guess if enough people watch this video, you need to check that window, but I never like really check that window to the right, because again, it's never happened to me ever before. And then the main thing is you're trying to cut off people from that truck, hopefully. After that, I'll just use these windows inside the middle building to gain information, see if it might be an A push. I can check over towards the truck to the right, or I can see if it's a B push. Pretty much you own the whole map if you own top middle, in my opinion. So top middle is something that you never really want to give up too much, or you want to make sure you're flanking it like instantly to rack up a lot of kills. And this next one is pretty much known as the 725 rush, but you can do it like with an MP5 as well. You stim right around that truck, come through as aggressively as possible. I recommend using dead silence. and double time, and then literally sliding through that second set of double doors, because there's going to be contact right there right away. Everyone's always fighting over middle building, but if you can make it through there, just try and get into their spawn and then flank around. Check the doors, check the windows, see if anybody went through them, and then you know you got to go to A, or most likely they're probably going to go into B, or they snuck into middle building somehow. So if you're getting like rushed on extra hard and your team is just getting rolled and you're kind of like the only person able to hit your shots, a good rush to do is like stim right around that area and then literally lay down inside this grass. If you lay down inside this grass, you can gain a lot of information. You'll see if the enemy team pushes through bottom middle or top middle, or you can catch somebody trying to run around this left hand side outside, which isn't that common, but it will happen eventually. But yeah, while you're laying down inside this grass, really nobody sees you. Nobody's ever like spotted me from there. I always end up like coming out and challenging someone, and then that's how someone sees me. But you can gain a lot of information from there. And then if they plant it at A, like a rush plant, then I would just go through their spawn and like flank around. Or if they happen to, you know, be in top middle and you gain deady, then you can go ahead and hop up inside top middle from their side using the boxes or whatever, the cinder blocks. And then we have our very last rush route that I'll do on Khandor Hideout. I do recommend using Dead Silence and a stim and double time. So we're pretty much going to pop Dead Silence after like 3 or 4 seconds, and then the stim shortly after. There we go. There we go. This is going to be aggressive. You need to expect a gunfire like right here. Hopefully you catch people trying to run inside the doorway and you're kind of shooting people in the side. And then from there, you can, of course, flank around. Make the decision whether you want to flank around A side or flank around B side. All right, then round 1 on offense. So we do not have Dead Silence on Tank Factory. We're going to run straight up to the ladder right away. You don't need any stims. I'm sorry I have the hiccups, but I just kind of got to work through it. I've had it for the last like 20 minutes already. You want to make sure you're sliding. So jump out the window as soon as possible and then slide over here to the left-hand side. That way, this area right over here can't peek you, because that's going to be a really common area to take out this top window. So you got to make sure you're fast enough to get out that window right away. Slide over here. Oh my god. And then just kind of check, listen for the doors. And then the most likely engagement that you're going to get is somebody jumping out through over here. But on offense, you can beat the enemy team to the up tops. So you definitely have the advantage. You should be able to catch them like while they're mantling over. Oh my god, the hiccups. While they're mantling over. And then you can just kill them that way easily. And then don't be afraid to use this like left-hand side of the window to gain a lot of information. Then most likely, if you're like me, I take the bomb every time. All you have to do is just run off this ledge. Don't jump, just run off the ledge onto the tank. There you go. Very minimal fall damage. Then go ahead and plant the bomb. I normally plant the bomb A pretty much every single time on Tank Factory. Okay, all right, then we're gonna go ahead and kill ourselves to stop the bomb timer. Okay, oh, well, it's still going. All right, well, this is our aggressive round anyway, so you want to make sure you have Dead Silence for this, and you're going to be using this Tim shot as well. I'm sorry for the hiccups, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and push it. So, deady right around there. After you get out of the window, you want to stim, and then you're listening for that door to open up. If this door doesn't open up, we're jumping in this vent right away. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and shoot everybody in the back. Real easy dubs. If you got bomb, go ahead and plant A now. Double check all the windows and everything. And then this next one I'd say is probably like one of the more common rush routes that you'll see that you're gonna have to learn how to defend against. So Dead Silence right at the bottom of the stairs, stim at the top of the stairs, and then you're basically gonna jump out here right away. Because offense can make it to the top middle portion of the map faster, this rush route does really well, because basically it's really hard to like stop a person that's like right here already. I don't know if that makes sense. Most people will be camping on those tanks, or they'll be camping in their spawn. So all you gotta do is just make sure you're just running off the ledge. Don't jump off the ledge. You don't want to take unnecessary fall damage. As you saw, I took like really minimal fall damage just from running off right away. So the very first round of defense, which is what this side is, I will normally overkill an MP5 with an HDR. So you're slide canceling with your MP5 with double time on. And then you're going to pull out the HDR right here. And then you're going to use the HDR to punish people coming out of the window. It's really important to establish to the enemy team that if they go up top and they rush top right away, you're gonna die right away. If you can embed that into their brains, then they'll try to leave top alone, which is what you want. You don't want one team just dominating the top of the map, because if that happens, then you're gonna have a really shitty time on Tank Factory. Oh my god. And then you just keep flanking around the back, and then if you do have Dead Silence, use Dead Silence, go up the ladder over here, and go ahead and kill anybody up top that you might have not been able to get with your HDR already. And then yeah, this next one is for top map control. So if you do happen to have Dead Silence, you want to pop that like just after like 10 feet, stem right around there, and then jump up here as soon as possible. You got to be ready for a gunfight. Make sure you jump through that right hand side window. That way they can't catch you mantling, hopefully. That way you're behind this like little triangle statue. But you need to expect a gunfight out that window right away. If they're smart, they'll have already jumped out of the window. If they're not smart, then they'll stay inside the window, and then that'll be easy for you to push up on them and kill them eventually. And then yeah, come up over here, drop down over here. If nobody's on A, then go ahead and flank around the backside to B. And then if the enemy team is pushing A like extra hard and it's been hard for your team to defend it, what I recommend doing is actually saving your Dead Silence. You're going to stem right before those bottom stairs, and you're just going to jump out here, slide, that way you don't get sniped by something. And then you're going to chill over here. What we're going to do is we're going to use these little middle tanks for information. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Basically, you see a really small sliver, a small cross that happens to anybody that wants to go past these brown boxes. So you're gonna see that little small cross. You need to read that cross, let them basically come into this alley of death to your right, and then what you're gonna do is you can either like slide cancel or bunny hop jump around there, take them out real easily, or you can even lay down. When you lay down by these tanks, the underside of the tank you're able to like see first. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll show you guys exactly what it looks like. But basically, the main threat to you is going to be the up tops. So make sure you're staring at the up tops. Again, this is the small angle that you're going to hold. You're looking for the cross. If they cross over, then you know they're going to be over here. Wait a second, get some good timing, and then as you can see, like if you prone over here, it's going to be pretty hard for them to shoot you. And there's like these little bushes and stuff over here, so they might not see you. It's pretty tough to say. If you're using the rose skin, and I'm laying down over there, most times like if I see the cross, I'll let them come in. I'll wait like 4 or 5 seconds first, and then I'll peek out. That way they're already like, they already feel like this area, this lane is safe, but they don't know that you're gonna turn it into like a lane of death. I've actually gotten a very fair amount of like double and triple kills using this exact same strategy. So if people are hard rushing A and then they like to come around this left hand side, try and use that. I hope you guys enjoyed these rush routes today. If you guys did, please do absolutely make sure you guys smash that like button. Subscribe if you're brand new for more Call of Duty content. GG's guys, Devour out.